This line has flipped favorite and underdog about 4 times since it opened. It is, of course, Arizona at Seattle. Right now, as you're listening to this, Arizona -1, but that could change in minutes. What do you got here, Brandon?
I know, it flips like every time you look at it. So I basically just thinking of this game as a pick'em. So
Yeah.
I struggled here because I like Seattle on the game, but I like Arizona early. So I'm going to give you a couple parts here. I'll talk through them. You can choose as you're listening to play which parts you like or play the whole thing because you know we're playing the whole thing too. So first bet, first quarter, give me the Cardinals over 3.5 points. It's plus 105. So that's my first quarter angle here. I wanted just the same bet as the last two. The Cardinals have been looking good in the first quarter, but Seattle's kind of hung around. The ATS and straight ups have not been good. I do think the Cardinals score here. I don't need to know if Seattle scores early. In fact, I kind of want them to for reasons we'll get to later. So this is a big matchup, right? We talked about this earlier on. Arizona up a game in the division. Arizona's coming off the bye week. Now, the metrics say that Arizona's defense is getting pretty good lately. They're 12th by DVOA overall defensively and running and passing. I don't know that this is my number 32 defense by talent on the field. So credit to what Nick Rallis is doing there. This is not the 12th best defense. This is, you just played Chicago and the Jets, who suck right now offensively, and the numbers are juiced a little bit. I am more convinced of the offense, and that's why I like the first quarter here. In fact, I've been mentioning the first quarter DVOA numbers. Arizona is the number 1 first quarter offense on the season. Seattle is number 32. So you have the best and the worst offense playing each other in the first quarter. Cardinals have scored at least a touchdown 7 of 10 first quarters on the season. So that's the scripted thing. And now we're scripted off the bye. You have this big game on the road you're prepping for. I think Arizona scores early. So Arizona first quarter over 3.5 points, plus 105. But I still like Seattle on the game. I still like them to win the game outright. And I actually think Seattle's defense, not Arizona, is the sneaky good defense. Remember back in weeks 4 through 6, they had 3 games in 11 days. And they were missing like half of their defenders too, because they got a whole bunch of injuries at just the wrong time. If you exclude that 3-game window when things went really badly, they're a top 7 defense on the season, top 8 against the pass and the run. Mike McDonald, when he was in Baltimore, his defenses would peak in the second half as they're coming out there. We saw them have a really good game against San Fran last week, and their defense played much better at home so far this season. Almost a top 10 defense at home, even with the whole season. Cardinals defense, way worse on the road. They've been a top 5 home defense. They've been a bottom 10 road defense. So I like how it sets up for Seattle. If you just want to play Seattle, I think that's fine. If you want to live bet Seattle, I can't tell you the number here because we're recording this on Thursday. But if I'm right, Arizona takes the lead, you get to juice your price on the money line, right? So you could just do that. Or you can play both together. Arizona over the 3.5 points, the bet we just said, plus Seattle money line. Now books have to factor in. We got negative correlation there. So that one is a plus 380 there. All right, Arizona can get a touchdown in the first quarter. Seattle still win. I'm fine with that. Like, that's going to happen plenty of times. So I like that one. If you want, you can even still add in Arizona winning the first quarter, which they have a good chance to do because they're scoring anyway. Now we're at plus 725 there. So I think that's a good way to play it. And then again, if you only play one thing on this game, I think the real play is the one we said already. Seattle division odds, plus 600 because of the case we laid out earlier. So pick the ones you like, put them together, make your parlay if you want. For this bet, 2 parts. Arizona first quarter, at least 4 points. And then Arizona 3.5 points plus the Seattle money line at 380. That's the bet.
Yeah, I was messing around here at a sports book trying to put those pieces together. Arizona first quarter to win, Seattle money line felt like a fun anti-correlation there in terms of expecting the comeback. I even tried to toss in maybe Arizona plus 7.5 as well, assuming maybe it gets like to be a close game.